the Browns and the Bills. The Bills are favored by 8. Over under on this one, 49.5. What are your thoughts here?
I'm taking the Browns. It, being in Buffalo, being nice weather, everything else, like I understand that, but this game, the game line has been very interesting in this one, right? Between, okay, here's the game line. Oh, snap, it's getting cold. They're calling for 3 feet of snow. Like everybody's pounding the under, pounding the under. And then all of a sudden, nope, we're going neutral site in Detroit instead of in Buffalo. And the game total and the spread shoot back up. So while, let me collect my thoughts here for a second. While Buffalo is very talented on offense and can score all these points, for some reason their defense the last few weeks has been pretty leaky. They've also been giving up a lot more points and seem to be regressing as we get here towards the end of the season, mainly against the rush, which is what the Cleveland Browns do really, really well with. So I think that Cleveland's going to be able to keep this within a touchdown. So I'm going to take Cleveland plus the 8 points there. And I am going to hit the over though. Like I think Cleveland does a good enough job putting points up on the board where we see this game touch 50.
Yeah, I could see a lot of that. I agree with you that we're going to see a lot of points scored in this one. I do think that we're going to see the over on this one. However, I am going to call for the Bills to
Not
cover.
so fast, my friends.
Hold on, not so fast. Absolutely. I'm gonna call for the Bills to cover on this one. The Bills in one score games this season are awful. They are absolutely putrid in one score games. As good as this team is, and as good as the offense is, as good as the defense is on paper, all of that kind of stuff. When these things get into one score games, the Bills are more likely to lose than they are to win. Like they're a team that just does not seem comfortable playing inside of a touchdown type of margin there. But when they can get out to 10-point leads, things like that, they can typically just salt the game away and ice it and all of that. But right now, the Bills are 2-3 in one score games. So over the 5 games this year that they have only that has been a one score game, it's 7 points or less, they have lost the majority of those things. So I'm not going to trust that one that the Bills would win that one if Cleveland covers. So I'm just going to call for the Bills to win outright. I think the move to the Dome actually helps them out a bit more to cover that spread there. The fact that Josh Allen isn't having to throw the ball in that wind coming off of that arm, that injured elbow, some of that kind of stuff, even though he looked all right this last week, still going with the Bills to cover, taking the over on that one. I do think we see plenty of points put up in this one. As far as a prop that I really liked in this one, I do think that Jacoby Brissett throws the ball just enough to keep Cleveland in this thing to a point, and I think that you see the Bills kind of pull away in the fourth quarter here, but I do see Jacoby Brissett over 219.5 passing yards.
I like that, and mainly because I'm piggybacking off of that, going Donovan Peoples-Jones over 43 and a half. He has been consistently over 50 yards over the last 5 weeks, I believe it is. I don't see any reason for this to stop now. Like 43 and a half is not that big of a total, so I think he gets there with relative ease. So DPJ over 43.5 receiving yards.